Hi folks, I'm Simon Leach, welcome to the studio here in Spain. I'm in the process of making some pitchers, or jugs, however you want to call them. In English we call them jugs, I think in the States they call them pitchers. Anyway, I'm in the middle of making some because we're a bit low with our stock in the showroom, so a jug is always such a useful thing to have, make. Always find a use for a jug. A jug can be double up as a vase. You can put milk in it, water in it, wine in it, beer in it. You know, you can use it for decanting. Apart from that, it's just a nice thing to have, isn't it? So let's go to the wheel head and get cracking with these. Just get the camera down there to where the action is going on, as per usual. Right, let's go. This lump of clay is 1.5 kilos, which would make it just over 3 pounds. Now just keep your workspace a little bit clear. In other words, if you've got turning tools or anything else like that, just get them out of the light. Okay, organise your tools. Right, let's get on with these. So, centering the clay, coning it up like that, and with the heel of my hand, pushing it down. It's an important procedure. Till you get the shape, something like that, sort of rounded. Now, going down, pulling out the clay, forming the base, the bottom. Now lifting up. I feel like I've got a bit of a kink in this clay somewhere down here. I had some clay of differing hardnesses, and some I made into a sort of block and then spiked it all over, poured water into it and wrapped it up in plastic overnight. And then I had some other that was softer out of the packet, and I added them together and mixed them up. And I hope I did a good job of it. I can feel a little sort of unevenness here, but we'll do the best we can. So, lifting up the clay, hands joined as you see, going up, keeping the top in, not letting it widen itself, the pot, keeping it fairly straight cylindrical form at this stage. Now I've got a chopstick here which happens to be about the right height for what I'm aiming at. That's the only gauge I'm using for these. Apart from that, I'm just eyeballing it, you know. So pushing in at the bottom. Now I'm lifting, but I'm lifting now with a view to finding the form as well. So I'm pulling out a bit as I come up. Up to the top there. Now these have a little rolled rim on the top here, or folded over edge. I call it rolled, but there we are. Just check the height again. Still a bit further we need to go. Oh yes, there's a definite kink down there. Pulling it up. Okay, I think we're probably up to height more or less. All but a pinch. So now just going to widen it down there. Looking for the form, you see. Get the right shape. Develop a sense of a good shape in your mind from a mediocre shape. Looking for the flow of the curve of the pot, that continuing line, that full belly. Okay. Now with my metal stick, I recommend these pieces of metal, just with an angle ground on the end. I just go down the outside of the pot there and just clean off some of the slurry. That assists me in lifting the pot from the wheel head. Okay. Just put in a slight undercut underneath with the angle there. Take out any water that we've got inside. And with my leather, just leather the rim. Like that. Get off the wheel if you need to. Have a look at the shape. It helps sometimes to come away from the pot and just have a look from the side, which I do. Right, what we're going to do now is I'm just going to pull out or thin the lip here because it's been folded and rolled over, so I'm just going to, between my index finger and thumb, just squeeze it a bit to make it a little bit more finer and thinner at that point. Okay, and now 2 fingers there, so I'm going to pulling out now the lip. So I don't want to deform the pot by pulling and just completely just deform it, so I have to sort of hold some of it back and then pull out the actual pouring lip. It's actually pulled out, or extended out from the clay. In other words, the platelets of clay open out like this over one another. That's what clay is, the platelets of clay. They slide over one another. That's what gives clay its plasticity. Alright, now, there it is. So we'll cut them off. Like that. Just clean off any sort of slurry from your hands on the side of your box, or if you have an old towel, just to wipe off that. And now I should be able to just lift that off because I cleaned it down with the tool. Okay folks, there it is, 1 jug. Put him there in front of me on the board, and we'll get ready for the next one. Okay, Simon Leach saying, keep practicing. As ever, you'll get there. And we'll see you in the next clip. Bye now.